Okay, here's the Black Orchid dryer or diffuser from Xtava. This is my Revlon Universal, which I've used for a really long time, and I like it very much. The first thing is that the Black Orchid is just way bigger. I mean, the working area on this is about 4 1/4 inches across inside here. Now there are little holes in these fingers too, but these are bigger and the air just seems to flow through them better. And you have your little lump in the middle that blows air out of it, whereas other diffusers have it around the edge. The middle is solid. The weird thing about comparing them is it's not like they're enormously different. See, the bowl is about maybe 2 inches deep. This bowl is possibly a little bit deeper. There just seems to be quite a bit of more area covered with this one. The attaching end, this measures about 1 7/8 inches on the inside, and there's little rubber nubby things, but you can pull out, there's a ring here, there's a smooth edge, but with tweezers you can pull this inner ring out and it'll open it up to about 2 inches. So got some variation there. This of course is a nice design for the attaching part because you have these fingers in there. It's a little hard to show. Pardon my dirty sink. There's fingers in there and they're very flexible, so when you slide it on the nozzle they just spread apart to fit whatever nozzle you're putting it on. So, you know, that works really, really well. This is a lot more picky, but it fits my Diva dryer nozzle just fine. And I know there's a couple of Revlon gals, they just took this ring out and it fit. So that's kind of a physical overview. Now I'll show you a little bit about the airflow. I'll be back. So here is about as much hair is gonna fit in this baby, but it covers a lot less area. So I'm gonna go 2, 3, so I have about 6 spots around my head that I use with this one. So here this fits on that. Fits very securely for not being the dryer it goes on. But this bowl pretty much can hold about half my hair practically. And it just has like more room inside the bowl that I think the hair lays nicer. Got a little butch there. A lot of diffusers I see are even flatter than this one, and I do recommend if your dryer comes with a flat diffuser, look for at least a universal diffuser that has a bowl, because you're just gonna get, this is not gonna crush your curls or your waves. You're gonna get better airflow, and it's just going to work better for you. The airflow little nodules are about the same size, but I think the insides of these are more hollow or something. It just feels like you get more air in this one. It definitely cuts down my drying time. So I'm going to spritz my hair down and then use this so you can just kind of see it in action. Okay, so I spritzed my hair down to about half wet just to give you a better idea of how my hair hangs when it's wet. It's not quite as squished, there's a little squish in front. And it's the second day. So if I'm leaning side to side, and I'm usually diffusing with this dryer, about all I'm getting in. And I'm gonna have to go like that. It won't dry up in here for some reason. Even though there's holes in the fingers and stuff, it doesn't get that part of the hair shaft near the scalp. might get the scalp itself, but right below that there'll be a patch of damp. Drives me a little nuts. Okay. So the Black Orchid is going to put that on. And I can lift it up. And I just cut so much more, and it just holds it in a different way. And I can't explain to you exactly how, but it's all looser in there, and that airflow is getting around inside better. So I'm just going to keep diffusing, and I'll speed this section up so you can kind of see the whole second. You know, this is maybe a little damper than I would have normally put it for second day, Saturday. But I really wanted to show you what it would be pretty similar to on a first day. So I will come back and just sum it up when I'm done. Probably about 65–70% dry, and but it's evenly dry through the whole shaft, which I don't usually get when I'm using my other diffuser. So it's almost like having a hooded dryer from underneath, and it's not causing a great amount of blowing around. You can see that. Somehow the airflow just creates less likelihood of frizzing, I think. And see how it catches my waves and holds them there? The length of the fingers may have something to do with it too. I'd say it shaves off 1/4 to 1/3 of the time. And I think that's purely because the airflow is greater and that the bigger bowl holding more hair, and the way it holds it just creates more space around your clumps, and I just think it dries quicker. You know, it's not gonna, I don't think it cuts it in half or anything. I don't seem to need to pixie diffuse as much. I can just move it around my head, and it doesn't seem to create a problem. That's probably going to depend on the weight of your hair. I have a medium and even some areas coarse strand fine gossamer girls. Probably still want to pixie diffuse. On low, I just get way more bounce and way more wave, and I get more wave further up the shaft than I've been getting. I have a pretty wacky pattern, but I can, for some reason, I'm getting more up the shaft than I was before, and I'm convinced it's how that holds your hair. Normally, anything I get up here kind of drags out very quickly. And I think because this dries so evenly up and down the shaft, instead of just my ends getting dry and the middle still being damp, and then I don't want to get the ends drier, so then I stop, but the weight of the water that's still in my hair pulls what wave I have up here out. It's probably something like that that causes this to leave you better wave. Also, just the way it holds the wave or the curl, I think this would be awesome for a curly person. I have to just give that big marks. For me, it is like a combination of my Diva hand, which I use to get underneath and get dry near the scalp. I mean, I like this tool a lot, and I like this tool a lot, and I like combining them a lot. Well, I just feel like this Black Orchid combines them all in one unit, and I'm just super impressed with it, pretty happy with this. I will be right back and show you the results. Xtava Black Orchid Hair Diffuser. I can't recommend it enough, actually. Give it a try. It's a great tool. Bye.